Well, house prices have continued to rise, and that's causing some homeowners to come up with creative ways to maximise their investment. SBS Finance editor Ricardo Goncalves spent the day talking with some of those people. And what did you find out, Ricardo?
Anton, it's not for everyone, especially if you live in an apartment. But for those who live in a house on land with all this free space out the back, the granny flat is becoming ever more popular. All over suburban Australia, granny flats are popping up.
Where the granny flat is now used to be an 11 metre by 4.5 metre concrete in-ground swimming pool.
Abdurrahman Crossingham is making better use of his land in Western Sydney and is in the process of completing a 2-bedroom secondary dwelling.
Because we're both pensioners, it's a bit of an income, but it's also to assist people within our community.
Builders say it's a story they're familiar with.
95% of the people that we deal with are actually there for a second income as an investment property.
And more people are doing it. The New South Wales Planning Department says at least 2,000 granny flats were approved to be built last financial year in the state. That's about double the previous year, making for a lucrative business.
Well, we're probably on 40 to 50 a year now. We've started off at 15 a year.
Customers are also choosing to go for more quality finishings, with Caesar stone bench tops and LED lighting commonplace. This 60 square metre 2-bedroom granny flat took 10 weeks to build and cost about $140,000. It comes as national house prices continue to rise, according to RP data CoreLogic. Adelaide and Hobart enjoyed the biggest monthly gains. Sydney added 14.5% year on year. Darwin is still negative for the year, while dwellings in Canberra lost value last month. That could change as the Reserve Bank Board prepares to meet on Tuesday.
The next interest rate cut we see, potentially next week, might add some more fuel to the fire.
Higher prices could be the impetus for even more granny flats.
When you find affordability being so pressing, people are looking for different strategies to maximise their investment and also to maximise their land holdings, and also renters are looking for different options that might be more affordable.
Homeowners considering an addition take note of the rules.
Your frontage has to be a minimum of 12 metres, right? And the block has to be 450 square metres.
And approach your local council. Incidentally, new secondary dwellings, which include dual occupancies and granny flats, comprise 12% of all new residential development approvals in New South Wales last year. OK, let's take a look at the Australian share market now, which snapped a 3-day losing streak by the close. Your Lords rose 0.4%. The miners did very well after Brazilian giant Vale said it was considering a slowdown in iron ore exports. Big banks also did well, and Virgin Australia fell. It narrowed its third-quarter bottom line loss to $28 million after the end of a capacity war with Qantas. In Japan, the Nikkei was barely changed. Shares on Wall Street were down, with Apple the biggest drag. The Australian dollar is a little weaker against the greenback, buying 79 US cents. It's also down across the other major global currencies. And on the commodity markets, gold is down, oil up. That is the day in finance, but we are entering a big couple of weeks. Interest rates decision next week, and Anton and Janice, that will be leading into the federal budget.
A big week ahead. Thank you, Ricardo.